I was younger, I had a lot of religious trauma that I grew up, and I've had to like deprogram that over the years. Like, the grandfather who raised me was a Southern Baptist pastor, and so we're just like all up in the church, which is fine. There's nothing against religion, nothing against the church, just the way that I grew up was a little intense. So I've been doing a lot of inner child work recently, and yesterday I was playing some music, and all of a sudden like an old church hymn came on, right? And I was like, oh, I'm not listening to that. Okay, because like, you know, although whatever. And my inner child inside, I could hear her say, well, I like it. And I was like, what? And she was like, I used to have so much fun singing to those songs. And I was like, oh yeah, we did have a lot of fun. Like, my grandpa used to take me to a nursing home, and I used to like get on a little microphone when I was like 3 and 4 or 5 years old, and I would sing for everybody. And it was just like the most fun thing ever. And I remember being in church and like singing my heart out. And it's not even about like the songs necessarily. Like, it's the feeling that they gave me and like the connectedness and expressing myself. But I realized in running those narratives that had served me of like, hey, we need to step away from this programming, right? So we can see clearer. I kind of like bypass her feelings and emotions and her memories. And we do that sometimes. Like, we'll take our memories and just blanket them as all negative, when she showed me like, no, we used to have like a lot of fun. Especially like with our church friends. Like, it wasn't all negative, but I've been like pushing that on her, and she hasn't been able to express herself. And so yesterday we listened to a whole bunch of like hymns from childhood, and I was like, you know what? I'm like, thank you for all these memories. Like, I have forgotten about that. And so I wanted to share this in case it helps you too, of like, let's take a step back. And even if we weren't having like the best childhood or like the most fun childhood, like sometimes I think it's beneficial to ask them like, do you have fun memories? Do we have good memories from those times? Like, we can still enjoy those. And if you'd like some extra support healing your inner child, connecting with your inner child, I have some resources on my website. And if you go to my profile on the resources tab, it's under resources on my website.